When Osimhen plays for Nigeria, he does play with commitment and everything. But I feel, I don't know, there's just something missing.
I pick Osimhen over Haaland any day.
I think the problem for me for Osimhen is he spends too much energy outside the box. And when he's in the box, he's not as his sharpest. That is my own assessment. So I've seen people say,
spends a lot of time outside the box because the midfield is slow.
It is not your job.
Our midfield is slow.
It is not your job. You have to do
because the man wants the ball. Our midfield is over slow.
To do your job. And I remember hearing there's this guy Sergio Pellicer, I played for Chievo Verona. When he said this, I took time to watch Osimhen. And Osimhen, people applaud Osimhen, but the problem is by the time he gets into the box, he's not his sharpest.
This is Sports Zone on LagosTalks 91.3.
Don't mind bad belly people. If you check, I'm gonna talk something. Let's do the show. It's a sports show. Good morning. It's a Monday, man. This weekend, the Premier League is the Premier League.
How did you feel this weekend?
I felt terrible. No, I really confess because I didn't see that result coming. I didn't see it coming. I knew it was going to. And let me tell you, when I had a foreboding, the people that let Hull win that game, that set the machine in motion, were the Cole brothers. You know who the Cole brothers are? Carlton Cole and Joe Cole. Yeah. On Friday night, I monitored Talk Sports. I love watching them. They're quite interesting.
Carlton Cole and Joe Cole, are they brothers?
Yeah, stupid brothers. Yes, they have a podcast. You know,
but they're not the same mother now.
The same mother, same father. As far as I'm
concerned, Carlton Cole is the former Chelsea.
I beg, you're not brother. They're not minding. They're not brother. Don't mind it.
Same mother, same father. But that's genealogy. That is for and they were going on and on about Hull. I saw the clips a lot, sniggering, laughing, and they're going to be stuck into the Premier League. So they now brought on the Hull owner, who was livid. One Takan, his name skips with Turkish, multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever. And the guy was incensed. He said the interview lacked intelligence. It was disrespectful. It was this type. And so when I was watching this, I was thinking to myself, who is Man United playing tomorrow afternoon? It's Hull. What will they be playing on repeats in the dressing room? The Carlton, the Cole brothers going on and on, sneakering, and oh boy, the way those guys started that game. United had 71.4%. They had 21 shot attempts, one shot on target, 34 crosses. The most they had not seen. They were bullied at every area of the pitch. And congrats to they played better. Noble Mendy and Shemi Ajayi. Two set pieces, 2 goals. Fantastic for them.
United had no using the last game.
Dirty and small.
Using the last game that Hull played, and I watched their championship playoffs. Hull should not even score against United. It was a terrible game.
Oli McBurney was playing like
it was a terrible game.
Bunny. You understand?
United should not have lost that match.
Bellumi boy. That in Papa now that said Bellumi, the Algerian
I have
superstar.
to confirm, I'm not sure.
And now he is. The commentator mentioned him. Oh boy, they played United off the field.
I'm a laugh go. I laughed.
No.
I was.
It's a pay.
The only thing that paid me was the fact that for those who don't know, by the way, we got an FPL, Fantasy Premier League. For those who are interested, LagosTalks. It'll be on our social media page. We'll probably also share the code if you want to join. A lot of people went for Bruno Fernandes. He's the second most expensive player in the fantasy after Haaland. He's number 2. And he blanked.
Bruno has been dirty.
Oh, please, guys, let's not do United again. I beg.
The new season is fresh.
Many games now. Come on.
Every other person performed.
And many games.
Everybody else performed.
Samuel Chukwueze for AC Milan was the player of the match.
Oh boy, he was good.
Come on.
I saw clips of
was a man of the match.
No, but to answer your question, again, Samuel Chukwueze helped them beat Man United in pre-season.
And you know, sorry to take it back to United, all the alarm bells that we saw in the game against, don't be able to defend crosses, don't be able to defend your back post, it's all good. And kudos to Ipswich as well. They beat who they beat now?
No, Leeds beat them.
No, Ipswich won their game.
Ipswich beat Sunderland.
Okay. Then Leeds went away to beat the mighty Nottingham Forest.
Ola had a good game. Also had a very good game.
He really has bad games.
Could have been red carded in that game. Could have been red carded. It was very close. But afterwards, his long throws. I think this year, watch out for a line. I think he's going to cook this.
But no towels now. No towels allowed.
So you just use your jersey to clean it.
Use your jersey.
The guy was just swinging those throws in, and it was It was delightful.
Sorry, there was a prediction on Friday about Arsenal, right?
Yes, that they were going to lose. Yeah, but so
I just
So?
I just was trying to remember.
Thank you for reminding me.
So? they played an ordinary Coventry City, and they were not. So.
Charaki was saying,
I only asked the question.
you missed
that Arsenal beat Coventry. Is that a story?
It's not.
That's not a story. That's not a story.
you should either be the son or it's a sunny president. The way you can turn black into white, and then this just this one say and so they was like so making it feel that you believe me or dead.
You're there exactly.
How could you have believed?
How can you have believed? You don't see the evidence of the lies. But I feel Coventry, for me, my own opinion, I think they were the opposite of Hull. I think Frank Lampard, and you will learn from it. I think he went to go and play football at the Emirates, which was a silly mistake.
I don't think it's wrong. I think that's how he wants his team to play.
You can't do that again.
No,
Even City, Liverpool, the top four will go to Emirates and defend.
No, so what he's trying to do is
the teams will sit down.
Arsenal beat them. But what they've done is, all the promoted teams have shown that they'll come out this season to play. This is our style.
Yeah, it depends on who your opponent is.
No, but Leeds United,
you don't play. Look at the results, man.
Look at Leeds United.
You don't play.
Leeds United under Bielsa. They played the way Bielsa wanted them to play.
And what happened?
They stayed in the league the first year.
Nah, man.
That was the Rafinha season. Remember, that was the Rafinha season.
You don't go to
the Bamford season.
You don't go to the Emirates.
City will knock City, even under Pep. Remember, under Pep,
you have to be cautious now.
Under Pep, then they defend. That's why it wasn't 1-1 at Etihad last time. Nobody last minute way Arsenal takes score.
There's nothing. Frank Lampard didn't need to prove any points. He didn't need to prove any points.
Go there and sit their hand beat on the counter. But for Arsenal fans that are getting carried away, good performance and all, your next 3 games, although I was good. The next 3 games.
Aston Villa is in that 3 games.
Exactly.
That's the next match.
And that's the next
match. They're sure 4.
Oh boy.
Then Chelsea is number 3.
Then Sunderland. But Sunderland turned too they went.
Chelsea will show you all tonight how to play football. Tonight.
Chelsea they play Fulham.
Chelsea will show you how to play football tonight.
I don't trust Abeloa. Chelsea they play Fulham. I won't judge them for this one.
Fulham beat Chelsea last time out.
They're under a different manager. Abeloa, remember Real Madrid.
It was really good though. Yeah.
Real Madrid. I'm not convinced. I'm not sold.
Also, but let's start with that. When is the MPFL kicking?
This weekend.
This weekend, okay.
Well, that's the Champions League. I just wanted to confirm he won the Champions League with Hamburg.
Yes,
his last season. The MPFL starts this weekend. They had a pre-season tournament. Super 6 Rangers were winners of it. Was last week.
So they started off from where they left off last.
Yeah, so it was good. It was good.
I think it's disrespectful to pre-season tournaments to mention that as a pre-season tournament.
But it was a pre-season.
It was disrespectful to what a pre-season tournament should be.
Oh, okay.
For me, the question for me will be, I'm not even going to ask who are going to be the runners and riders of the MPFL this season.
It's hard to predict.
Exactly, because there's so much movement. They
Yes.
lose so many players. I mean, look at our Remo Stars went from defending champions to be relegated in one season. You understand?
It's hard to predict because there are loads of factors, including political factors. You need to ask yourself which states, which government wants to use certain things as tools. So Kano is doing a good job, right? They've got good coaches, brought in a few good players. Rangers look like they're building from what they've done last year. You don't know what Enyimba will do, so you are waiting to see what Enyimba's first move will be, and that's the question. Rivers United, they'll be in and around the conversation because they practically kept the same man in charge. But Shooting Stars, what would they do? Shooting Stars have gone through problems. I know they've also been able to because they had one of the best squads last season themselves, and Rangers had one of the best teams, but now they've been able to fortify that team with few in and out. Yes, you won't deny. Shooting Stars, for example, they've had loads of problems out of the season, right? I think they fought more on social media because generally a lot of Shooting Stars personnel, when I mean personnel, people, stakeholders, people in and around the club are a lot active on social media, including their director. So they've had issues with the manager, they didn't leave government interference, blah 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 blah. But they also have a continental ticket coming up. They've appointed someone experienced, Salisu Yusuf. The question is, have they given him the sort of players that can help him challenge on the continent? I don't think so.
If I find that's it, thank you very much. It's like you read my mind. I'm really not interested in the MPFL. I would say I'm not interested in the MPFL this season. I know Wincy, but what I'm saying, how well can Rangers, Rivers United, and who won the FA Cup?
Elkanemi.
I don't know. Okay, let me see. Rangers and.
I think what we should be excited about is Lagos first, right?
Oh no,
We're going to have 3 teams in Lagos. So it means
Lagos,
we're guaranteed.
Inter Lagos.
We're guaranteed at least
And
1 or 2 Lagos match every weekend, right? One for the opening weekend,
At least
2 subsequently, right? So we're guaranteed that. And from what I know, Sporting Lagos and Inter Lagos, I'm not going to sit down here to DC Korodu City, but Sporting Lagos are very exciting. Both of them, they've got so much going because they've got young people really driving them, and it's very hard in the MPFL.
Don't be lying. We play for you. An ex-footballer.
I think this is my opportunity to show thank
I
you.
was shocked when
This is
I
my, if you can do this now, so we can record this. So Larry will also realize that I'm showing appreciation.
It was only the only 2 teams that didn't go recruit. In fact, the only thing was Team Eagle. Because Mega Electric, well, if you went to recruit, you won't say your money.
Look, what they have done for Inter Lagos and Sporting Lagos has been very good, but Inter Lagos has been really good, right? I think that if we're getting all this because this is really me working hard. But I think that Lagos seems to be very exciting to see when the new season comes. And I'm hoping that we get a sort of young, from what we had for Sporting Lagos the first year. Inter Lagos did a lot in the NNL. If you have that sort of young atmosphere where young people are coming to watch the league, we read the story of the Brighton fan 72. I love that. But I think when
he died.
No, I love the fact that a 72-year-old still thinks he should go to the stadium to support his team, right? But in Nigeria, we can even start from small and get young, because these young people would grow to become 72, 75, right? So if you can get young people even coming to watch the MPFL now, that'll be very good. So I think these 2 teams can do it.
At Old Trafford, you see a grandfather bring his grandson, or 3 generations, grandfather, father, and son.
Yeah,
you see the son 10.
Yeah,
would come with his dad and this.
And back in the day, we used to have it, right? People mentioned how their fathers took them to watch games at the stadium. And I agree that we may not have that generation. We may not have the generation of the people before millennials. But I'm saying that for millennials, Gen Z, right? Maybe Gen Alpha. It's time to these young teams.
My dad took me to national stadium when I was 11.
Yeah.
That's what Nigeria, Guinea.
You see, I want young teams, young fans to get back into the stadium, watch the game, understand that football. We watch a lot of Premier League, European football, and we just assume that's how football is. But for you to be able to see how a footballer like Osimhen goes from this level to the level he is now, took a lot of work because he had to play on these pitches, go through the regular life of Nigerians.
Funny enough, you make a very good point. That's why the likes of Samsia were incredibly popular.
Yeah,
right? People saw them play Jonas. Jonathan Pope. People saw them.
Sunday Olise.
People saw them play live. That's why they're incredibly popular.
Yeah.
Samson, they hang around that. Whether Nasu, they meet for barber shop and that time. Like used to bother.
That's how you also build superstars, because now you can tell that this player started from here. He's very popular here. He moved like this. He moved like then he's abroad.
It's but
we've done our best.
What is his problem? What's your problem, Charles? This one.
Did I say anything?
You did that. You've not said anything. You're just sitting there sniggering to yourself, smirking. If that's what he's smirking, you're just sitting there smirking. But me, more than what we're doing, I'm still interested on how far Rangers and Rivers United, especially Elkanemi. Exactly. How far we can push the envelope on the continent.
A lot of those games we played in Southwest. Because the stadiums don't get the green. The stadiums don't get the green. So
without hope,
using Remo Star Stadium, maybe Abeokuta Stadium, who knows?
Let's just hope. Rangers and they're veterans. At least Rivers United are veterans on the continent.
You don't be buying how many times you go. Don't buy how many times you go. Now, which team you get?
It's not about participation, it's about being competitive.
And then the environment you're competing in, because when you use the PSG model as an example, PSG, while they're heads and shoulders above everybody else in their league, PSG will be able to build a team that can compete on the continent. We don't have those kind of things here.
But PSG, I don't know. At times, they're not too greedy. They lost to Lens in the Super Cup.
I agree.
Lens won't drag them. They beat them this fixture.
Last year too, they started slow. But they repeat.
But Ferran Torres, I'm very happy from him.
Finally.
Coming off the bench. And
it's always been a good trade, actually.
Okay, interesting. And then there's this guy that's Brentford spanking Spurs. Who saw that result coming?
And they lost the penalty. Don't forget.
It would have been 4. In fact, you know, sir, you know, when your owner has gone south, and you see somebody who would even worse than yours, you take some chair.
No, but no. There's no chair. United's was the worst.
No, it was there. It was. I'm not.
Brentford was. I still give Spurs time. I think Spurs, once they get that, there's too many new players.
You can't spend over 300 million. Alaska about 312 million pounds and get trounced.
No, but
That's the first match.
That's not the first game.
That.
No, and they have a lot of new players.
4 new signings, so you're supposed to improve. Brentford to play their best. Brentford's best player, Sangari, is from Nantes. If I don't even know what teams like the team like.
Sangari is a very good player. It's just that people are not looking at his side.
I don't get it.
He has always been a very good player, very technical.
What are people not looking at him?
We should have come to buy that boy now.
I think we're great.
He was part of the shortlist actually. He was shortlisted. But then they wanted a Premier League proven.
But Sangari bossed that game now.
It's one match now. They're not boasted. Let's
always been good.
Sangari
let 37.
He has always been good.
I will tell.
But and I'll say something now. People laugh at me. But if United's performance is the same against Ipswich, which is our next game, I will be the first one to start carrying out. Sego and
Ipswich could beat Man United.
But then I'll start saying Carrick out.
Actually.
I will not say Carrick out because what I saw Carrick sitting on the bench is like he didn't have a clue how to change that game. He had no clue.
There's nothing God cannot do.
I'm telling you, if we play like this against Ipswich, just sitting back.
And City is coming up to match day 4.
City, funny enough, I think we will beat City. City were lucky against Bournemouth now, very lucky. Although this Marquez is a fantastic player, playing in central midfield.
DM.
DM. He's a fantastic.
I love this. I love it.
No, we go beat City. That one. Is this so-called moi teams, the low block teams that you can't figure out? No. City will come out now.
And this one was on Carrick actually.
I'm telling you, totally. He was just there looking. He didn't understand what was going on. He made no tactical change. It was just all he did was make substitutions, which made no effect on the game. And look at this. We'll talk now. Just did it. Look my mouth. Just did it worry you.
Oh my goodness.
But with what Arsenal saw this weekend, I mean, basically among the favourites to win the, I mean, they played like favourites. Do you understand? City stuttered. Liverpool were lucky, very, very lucky. What's that Hungarian guy's name?
Akirovic.
No. The penalty scorer. That's one of the best penalties I've ever seen. Suboslai, fantastic.
I was wondering why Isak didn't take it.
Uriami Suboslai.
Dominic.
No,
Dominic
Uriami
Isak didn't take it.
I told you all that Isak is not a world-class player.
Boy, Isak was dreadful.
Isak is not a world-class player.
It was Isak.
What's his name? Haaland showed exactly why he's not a world-class player.
The other 100 million player in England, it was dreadful. What's going on?
No, but really, this weekend the strikers really excelled. No, this weekend I'm asking how many strikers excelled this weekend.
No, but the ones you expect to.
No, but we expected Thiago. We expected Thiago. He got Thiago. He did not.
Penalty,
and then you go and cut what is supposed to be your superpower. Haaland will not score 20 goals this season.
You don't call
home and abroad. I'm telling you, 20 this season. You will not score.
But the way they play,
City will not be in the top 4.
City will be.
No, honestly,
City will not be in the top 4.
City will be. But remember, it's not
judge anything based on what
match they won.
I'm not talking about match they won. I'm talking about the manager that they have.
Okay, Maresca.
The manager they have, and
Maresca is a winner. Maresca has won every time he has coached too.
Ask any Chelsea fan if they were really excited about Maresca when he was in charge. I don't think there's any alive.
World champion.
I don't think there's any alive.
World champion.
Against PSG, PSG underrated Chelsea. And that's the reason they got the result. There was nothing fantastic. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Charles.
You like him more than Rossino, though.
Of course.
Hey, bro, good morning.
Hey, morning to you. How now?
It's the way Coyote just reminded us of Charles' prediction that I love. And I like the way Mr. Charles just went out. So what? What?
You can't catch me. I tell you, say it's like if you believe me, that you be Mumu. If you believe,
even he knew the chuckle for me was just too real. Like he couldn't hold it back. I think that we are going ahead of ourselves with some of these predictions. It's just game one. I agree. Man City is coming from a place where they were coached by Pep Guardiola and all of that. But if we look at the game, right, they still had those fragilities that they had last season when they were playing. The only thing I would say is that they created chances, they were just not clinical, if I'm being honest. But it's just game one. Let's see how it goes. Maybe by game week 7 or 8, we'll be able to have a feel of how teams are playing and enjoy. But it's just interesting seeing that football is back. We are now being affected by 11 men on the pitch, playing all around leather thing and going around. But I'm looking forward to the MPFL starting, and let's see how it goes from there. Hopefully we're able to watch games on TV. And beyond supporting the foreign clubs, we can also watch our own local teams as well and support them.
So the question, do you think that there'll be, I don't really have that much for El Kanemi, but let me show them all with all due respect to El Kanemi. Let me not do like the Carlton, the Cole brothers. But do you think that Rangers and Paris Saint-Germain can go do a bit better, go deeper in the on the continent this season? What do you think?
Paris Saint-Germain.
Honestly, I was confused. I was wondering, but it's going to be hard. We have not been doing well. We don't have a record of doing well for the past God knows how long. It depends on funding, and unfortunately, we are in election season now. So a lot of the funds will be going towards the election. I don't know if we're lucky. Otherwise, it's almost the same fate like we've always had. But let's hope and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sports Zone.
Morning, Chief.
Darlington.
Yeah, we know now, Chief. Good morning, Chief.
Shagun.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think it's too early at this point in time to begin to consider the performance of any team, particularly that of Man U?
Chief, it's not too early. I would like to. It's not too early.
It's the first game, and then during the first game, we could see what we have seen. Abacadabra could come on. You use all you have in your first games, and subsequently you go down. You could lose your first games, and then that teaches you a lesson or reminds you of what is expected of you, and then you get better. For me, first match, yes, good. Arsenal won their first game, but that is not good enough for me to judge them now. Man U lost their first game is not enough for me to begin to say, Man U, this. Chelsea is playing today. I'm not too sure of what is going to come off Chelsea during this season. But what I'm very sure about now is the fact that now that Premiership has begun and the league has started across Europe, less attention will be given to what is happening to us back home locally. But I am praying to God that He should turn things around for us in this country.
Amen.
And so that subsequently we don't lose going to this World Cup this next time, particularly when an African country would be involved in hosting the competition.
True talk.
Otherwise, I think we are losing it. We do not. Nobody is sure, particularly with the political moves, what is going to come out from the moves in the NFF, what is going to come up with the selection of players. I do not see any discipline happening to the players for what they have also achieved or what they have done. Do you call that achievement? God will help us.
Amen.
Good
Chief.
morning.
Chief, I just like to. I hear what you say. You make a very good point, but I'm not just jumping on the bandwagon here with Michael Carrick and Manchester United. A lot of these foibles, a lot of these weaknesses were exposed during the preseason games, especially against AC Milan. Especially, this their predilection not to be able to defend corners, not be able to defend at the back post and all that.
This one from Nonso Sulu said, Uncle Shegun, now United wants to start giving us headache from day one. They successfully opened the last 4 seasons with a loss. And like you rightly pointed out, after playing last season predominantly with only Premier League games, they cannot claim to be having a hangover from fatigue to have lost to Hull. Now, what for Carrick and
also, thanks for the other day one. Secondly, United conceded 50 goals last season.
You don't know if his name is Chinonso.
No,
You don't know if his name is Chinonso.
Nonso from him, that's
It
my guy.
could be Chukunonso.
No, it's Chinonso. It's my guy. From Nonso, it's my guy, Chinonso. What should we call it? United conceded 50 goals and they've gone. Carrick has not sorted it out. At least was manager from January, and preseason same thing. He got to sort it out.
Real Madrid played this weekend. Mourinho's first game.
Just one game.
Bayern won the Super Cup. You guys don't think that one was important? There was games in the Serie A. We just mentioned Chukwueze. His performance was good.
But Amorim away from Torino, because Torino traditionally give AC Milan a run for their money. I think Amorim is going to do well in it because they have intelligent players. Yes, a lot of players in Man U are very unintelligent. And secondly, they play systems, so you don't have to train them all over again. You understand?
They have technical players, and those players, including Chukwueze, who by the way played all through the season on the right, for a left footer, and again he had a very good performance.
He did. So
yesterday, so I think sometimes we're a bit too harsh on footballers, because I know Nigerians have criticized Chukwueze. When you watch them in club side, you see they do good. And for the person who called, you're not even worried that we did not sit down and
I've always seen Chukwueze as a very good player.
Yeah.
I've always seen him as a good player. I think
players don't do well in their club. They do well. Look at Osimhen banging goals for Ghana, but when they come to the national side, they behave like team
because
gods.
we're not
and it's totally
Osimhen does do it for the Super Eagles, to be honest. He does do it.
I
think it's a factor of
we're not a team.
Yeah, that's missing, that cohesion, that unity, and like Shea Olafajana said once, that there's got to be a culture, with the national team, which is missing, and that starts from the administrative level. All of that needs to be imbibed before we're able to see the kind of
conduct. I've been singing that song.
Not a code of conduct. Code of conduct is for kids, man. We're talking adults here.
That goes both ways. That the NFF to sign, or the NSA, or whoever is in charge of football, and says we'll take care of you. Your welfare is codified.
That's a given now. That's a given now.
No, but it's not a given chance, because we still have.
Most of the time when we talk about code of conduct, a lot of people refer to the fact that you can't come to the camp with your phones, with your headgear and all the whatnots. You've got to. That's not what it is, because they're adults.
But you
they're
get
adults.
Something similar to that happened in England with their cricket. They had a kind of code of conduct, or a what's they call this thing? Curfew. Thank you very much. They had a curfew.
No, but we have a curfew now.
Hold on. 12 midnight. Unfortunately, it was the captain and one of the bowlers that now broke so the new captain, that was Ben Stokes, the new captain now, Joe Root, has scrapped that curfew and said the players should be mature enough to know how much to drink and how late to celebrate after you win a game. But I'm just saying
that's
that
open-ended.
I'm just saying that, guys, come to camp on time. There's some basic things.
No, but there are loads of so, and to speak on the player side, there are many challenges, right? One of the things it will be said, as much as I don't agree with him publicly putting it out, those are also issues. That number one, the ticket prices. Do you sort out their tickets early?
It should all be put black and white.
No, can the NFF sort it out early? Because remember, this also comes down to finance.
Administrative lapses.
No, this also comes down to finance. If the money is in the NFF's pocket, will they keep it when the players are supposed to be town? No. If the money is there, they will pay for it and come down. So there are too many things we have that worries us generally.
No, but sorting out the ticket for the players early has to do with the players themselves. You have to be able to say, camp closes on a Friday. Everybody must be in camp by Friday.
You mean camp opens on a Friday?
No, when it closes, that's the maximum. When it closes, it opens on a Wednesday, closes on a Friday. Yeah, you have to be in camp by Friday. That's why I said closes on a Friday. So as a player,
closes to new players coming in.
No, closes generally. So the window is open from Wednesday
to Friday. So by Friday, everybody must be in camp. So as a player, buy me a ticket that says I leave on a Wednesday because I have to go to this place to catch another flight to this place, wherever it is you're coming from. The players need to be in line as well. So it's difficult for the Football Federation to say that, I'm buying a ticket now because the player can say that I'm not available on that particular day.
But then,
and that's why we need. That's why we need.
Something starts with capital L. Logistics.
That's why we need a player liaison.
Email day.
We need a player liaison.
Do you have your visa? That's the NFL job now. You get visa. You don't get visa. What time?
You visa to your own country. Your country.
I'm just saying. At times, if you have your camp abroad or whatever, I'm just saying. But the long and the short of it. For me, the box stops with the NFL. The ones are supposed to reach out to the players.
The fact that
what is your itinerary?
That's what I'm saying. Part of those things. That's why we should not be having camps abroad. That's why I'm in agreement with the Football Federation building that hostel in Abuja.
Yes.
So when you leave your place of your workplace, you're coming straight home
to Nigeria.
You're not going anywhere else. You're coming straight home.
Yeah. It's not easy to assemble people in one place. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but
no. Let's not. You see, at times we give these people excuses.
I'm not giving
you're giving the NFL.
I'm saying I'm saying everybody, everyone.
It's your job. Do your job.
But from day one,
you can't do it.
But from day one, the minute our players started going abroad, we've had this problem.
No.
From the 94 squad coming back,
yes, we've had this problem. Keshi didn't come to camp in time. JJ didn't come in time.
It wasn't right now.
Mokachi didn't come in time. All of them did so.
It wasn't right. And on, but they used their footballing excellence to get us on. Now they don't even have the excellence qualifiers for World Cups.
I pick Osimhen over Haaland any day.
Osimhen plays for Nigeria. He does play with commitment and everything. But I feel, I don't know. There's just something missing. I don't know.
I think the problem for me for Osimhen is he spends too much energy outside the box.
You don't understand.
And when he's in the box, he's not as sharpest. That is my own assessment. So I've seen people say
spends a lot of time outside the box because the midfield is slow.
It is not your job.
Our midfield is slow.
It is not your job. You have to do
because the man wants the ball. Our midfield is over slow
to do your job. And I remember hearing there's this guy Sergio Pellicer. I played for Chievo Verona. When he said this, I took time to watch Osimhen. And Osimhen, people applaud Osimhen, but the problem is by the time he gets into the box, he's not his sharpest. Think about Inzaghi. You will not see Inzaghi all through the game. But once that ball enters that box, there's no way Inzaghi will pop up or Van Nistelrooy. Inside that box, they are the kings of it. Outside, they may just be another.
I disagree with you.
You know, for me,
if there's anybody who can be labeled as a team player overall, Osimhen ranks highest.
No, I think Haaland.
Osimhen ranks highest.
Haaland was dropping back to organized play. Like he was giving you
organized which play.
I used to detest Haaland, but
player will get 2 left feet.
I grew to love him. Who has 2 left feet?
Haaland. Haaland has 2 left feet.
Charles.
Haaland has average 4 goals every season in the Premier League.
Stop slandering Haaland.
We define world class as doing great things consistently. Somebody has hit 20 every year he's come to the Premier League.
You can't.
A world-class player would have scored that simple nodding. Did you hear the commentator's assessment on how he missed it?
Until that commentator go and do it himself.
Exactly.
That's why
you cannot compare Osimhen and Haaland. They are not in the same conversation. You can't.
I pick Osimhen over Haaland any day.
Yes,
any day.
That's from the person that thought commentary will wipe Arsenal.
Any day.
It's alright. It's okay.
It's okay.